You might think that I burnt the bottom of the pan here, or product, my food, but I like to leave a little bit in for there's a couple cats outside that live under the cabin. They're getting residual heat. It's not their first winter, that's for sure. But then I throw a little cat food in there, mix her up so they get my scraps plus cat food, and it's nice and warm for them. Well, it was a little chilly last night. I think it went to minus 35. And this morning, cabin was a little cool. Even though I got the wood fire, I don't get up every hour to refill it. When I fill it up, it lasts about 3 hours. I don't have the best wood, I guess, but I also got the propane going 24/7. And if you hear a thumping in the background, that's my diesel heater. So now we're back up to about 22 degrees Celsius in the cabin, so that's pretty good. That's usually what I have it at. But it takes a little while to get everything heated up, and then the thermal mass keeps it for quite a while once it's heated up. I usually don't have a big breakfast like this, but when it's cold, you burn a lot more calories, right? So I'll burn it off, getting in more wood, cleaning off the solar panels, whatever I need to do outside. I don't do too much when it's like this cold out. What's the point, right? If you're prepared and plan ahead, you just hunker down in the cabin. I think I'll stick around here today, maybe head into town tomorrow, because it's supposed to warm up to about minus 17 tomorrow, so that's not bad at all. Yeah, so living off grid is good, but you know it's got its challenges for sure. So I got to keep things warm, because you don't want to wake up dead. Just take an easy day today. A few chores done. So I heard on the news this morning, another conservative crossed the floor to the liberals. I know it's completely legit and legal and all that, but I don't think it's morally correct when your constituents elect you as a certain party, and then you say, well, I think I'll cross the floor because the other team seems to be doing well, and just the hell with the people that voted you in. I don't think that's right. Should maybe if you want to leave that bad, sit as an independent, and then do a by-election on both sides. I don't care what party you're with; it doesn't really matter. They should change. There's some things in politics in Canada they need to change some of the rules. Or like these ballots that some people they don't agree with somebody, so they'll have like 300 people on the voting ballot, just to confuse the voters and make things difficult. Now in Alberta, they're trying to recall the premier, Danielle Smith. They're trying to recall her to some part of a glitch in the legislation. Well, it's not a glitch. Once again, it's the rules, but they gotta change shit like that. You can't just let's throw some money at it, get some bunch of fake signatures together, and get people replaced. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. And I really shouldn't be concerned about it because it's not going to affect me either way, but it just kind of pisses me off when you listen to all the bullshit in the media. I should just shut it off and not even listen to it. But here I am, listening to it, getting a little frustrated about it. So I guess I'll just finish my breakfast and get on to a few chores. Nothing too exciting, but anything you get done is an advantage, right? your winter coat. Okay, slop pail out. This sink assembly is a game changer for me. It's very handy. Dishes, laundry, even sponge bath. Whatever it takes. But just got to empty the slop pail probably once a day. Yeah, it's turning into a nice day actually. A little bit of sun coming out to make sure the solar panels are cleared off. Crunch, crunch, crunch. You know it's cold when the snow is just crunching. I bagged up the snow here yesterday and it made a significant difference because I think cold air was getting underneath this little addition part. It was quite cold on the floor in there. And actually even migrating, I think it was getting underneath the main cabin part too, but I think it improved it like 10 degrees in the cabin just by closing this all off. So you learn as you go. But anyway, this is my dugout, as you probably know. But I'm gonna use it as my slop pit also. Any little moisture in there, I plan on putting snow in there, filling her up. So when spring hits, I got a jump start on water for the garden. Okay. And there's no wind, or very little wind. That really helps. So that there's no wind chill. Okay, slop pail back and then load up with the firewood inside. I like to load it up early in the day. Gives it a chance to warm up, and some of it needs a little more drying up. But that's how she goes. Tallow time. I like to put a little beef tallow on my face. Definitely use it for cooking also. But this is how I stay young and supple. Supple? Got to finish splitting up some more wood, but I'll bring some in. Get it preset for the day and the night. See, some of it isn't completely dry, so I mix it with very dry stuff and not so dry. I know you're not supposed to burn moist wood, but and I like to split it up a little smaller too. Yeah, mix it together and it goes further, and still get the BTUs. It just takes doesn't burn quite as well, obviously, but you know, I'm not worried about it. I always keep the pile on the deck here up too, just in case we get a big storm. I keep a container full upstairs also, just because heat rises obviously, and gives it a chance to dry out more, heat up, And you can see this is where I hang my laundry also. Next thing I do is get some diesel. Oh, there's the sawdust I use for my compost toilet. Only like $8.50 a bag. Very affordable. But I gotta get my diesel. I got it separated. We got gas on this side, and oil and mixed gas for the power saw. And the diesel on this side marked with a D. Just because you don't want to be putting gasoline in your diesel heater. Yeah, you know, you can tell by the smell and whatnot, but why not make life as easy as you can? You know, considering. Oh, the panels don't look too bad today. They'll bring in a little bit of power. Okay. Actually, you know, it's only like minus 29 now. Not bad. It's not bad when you keep moving. You gotta keep moving. Not very good lighting in here yet. I got these rechargeable lights. They work pretty good at night, but during the day, I mean, they don't light up much. But I'll open the curtain a bit. So we get this filled up. Very careful, because I don't like spillage. That's why I got this smaller container for decanting or whatever. That way you don't, it's easier to handle, easier to pour. Guess I could use a funnel, but just another thing. Yeah, when I fill this up, it lasts about 24 hours if you're running it constantly. But I normally just run it a few hours in the morning, just to get the cabin, help the cabin warm up. And then the wood will just take over and keep her going for the day. There we go. And I run it off my Blue Eddy 200 V2. It's taken in only taken in 12 watts, but it only takes 10 watts to run the diesel heater once it gets going. One more thing I forgot to mention is this darn litter box. You know, the cat comes in, basically thinks it's the queen of the cabin. Come in, as much food as it wants, water. This is the indoor cat. It's kind of a pussy cat. It comes in there, uses the litter box, and kicks it outside on the floor. So I gotta come in and give it a cleaning. It's got to be done, right? Holy shit. No pun intended. I'm not gonna... Sometimes I think I feed the cat too much. You shouldn't be shitting this much, right? Shitting and a pissing, pissing and a shitting. I've been trying a little bit of the wood shavings in here too. Because, you know, save a little bit on the cat litter. It doesn't really ball up, but it does take up the moisture. And it smells not too bad. So yeah, clean this out and throw it in my compost pile that I use from my compost toilet. It's about 50 feet or 100 feet from the cabin. I'll show you where I dump it, just so you kind of get an idea of what I deal with. Okay, yeah, so I go out here, past my outdoor shower, and created a little compost bin thing out of pallets. And about once a week I got to empty my compost toilet. It's got biodegradable bags, and away she goes in there. Then I throw my ashes on top of that, and cat doo-doo, whatever you want to call it, goes on there too. And we just let her compost away. Now, from what I understand, you can, once it's composted well, you can use it on trees and stuff, but I wouldn't use it in my garden. Fresh air, peace and quiet. One of the last things I do in the morning is I mix up a protein drink. You know, because a lot of times I don't have lunch, just do whatever. But you need your protein when you're using your muscles, especially as you're getting older, right? You don't want to be breaking bones and straining your muscles too much. So, about 3 heaping of protein. But I do have some meca powder in it also. And some cocoa powder. Pure, unsweetened. Supposed to be very good for you. So, try and stay in shape as long as a guy can. That's about all you can do, right? We're all gonna die, but let's hang on and stay fit as long as we can. Then a guy can stay as independent as long as he can. It's got a shaker ball thing in it. And that's that. Sip that throughout the day, plus water and whatever else. Gets me to where I need to be. So that's a typical morning for me. It's very nice in the cabin now. Canadian Dreamer, out.